She didn't know I was a millionaire until it was too late. I told her I was broke, just to see her true colors. She didn't just fail the test, she exposed who she really was. I've been burned before. Gold diggers, fake smiles, people who only loved me from my bank account. So when I met Tina, funny, beautiful, charming, I decided to run a little test. I told her I was just a waiter, living paycheck to paycheck, sharing a small apartment with 2 roommates. No fancy car, no designer clothes. Just me, stripped of status. I wanted to know if she'd love me or what I could give her. She agreed to a date, but I could already see the change in her tone. We met at a small, cozy cafe. Nothing flashy. She walked in wearing high heels and a look of pure disappointment. "This is it," she whispered under her breath. She barely touched her coffee, kept checking her phone, and didn't ask me a single question about myself. But I kept smiling. I wanted to know just how deep the rabbit hole went. Then she said it. "You seem like a nice guy, but I need someone with ambition. Stability. You know." She meant money. She wanted a provider, not a partner. I nodded, pretending not to feel the sting, even though I did. What Tina didn't know was, I owned that cafe. In fact, I owned 7 across the city. I built my empire from scratch. No inheritance, just grind, discipline, and a dream. But I never flash it. Because love built on money isn't love. It's a transaction. And Tina, she was already calculating ROI. She messaged me later that night saying, "You're sweet, but I don't think we're compatible." A week later, I hosted a private investor dinner at the same cafe. I walked in wearing a tailored suit. The staff greeted me like royalty. And guess who was there? Tina. Turns out, her new date was one of the minor investors. She didn't recognize me at first, until she saw me talking to the chef, then the manager, then the investors like I ran the place. Her eyes widened. She stared for a long moment, then walked up to me, stammering, "Wait, this is your cafe." Smiled. "I thought you wanted someone with ambition." She laughed nervously and tried to play it off. "You should have told me. I thought you were just a waiter." I looked her straight in the eyes and said, "And if I was, would I have still been enough?" Her face dropped. Silence. That's when I knew I'd made the right decision. Because someone who values status more than soul doesn't deserve either. People will show you who they are when they think you have nothing to offer. The trick is, don't stop them. Tina didn't fail because she didn't want a stable life. She failed because she judged worth by wealth, not character. And in the end, she missed out on the real treasure. Someone who would have given her everything, heart, soul, and future. But I'm glad she failed. Because the right one, she'll pass with flying colors, even when I have nothing. And here's the twist I didn't expect. 2 months later, I met Emily, a schoolteacher, humble, warm, and real. We met at the same cafe. She thought I was just another barista. But she saw me. Not my car. Not my money. Just me. And guess what? I told her the truth. Eventually. Now she's my fiancé. And Tina. She still comes into the cafe sometimes. Alone. But now, she only sees me from a distance. Wishing she had looked deeper. Have you ever tested someone to see their true intentions? Drop your story in the comments. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up, like, bellhop bell, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories that hit hard.